guys, it's Tigress, and welcome to another Fallout build. I need to start looking here, not up there.
And I am More Before Life, and we are back with Fallout builds, the mega builds, I really ran out of adjectives, and it didn't take that long, folks. So, let's jump into Sanctuary and see what she has been up to.
I haven't fixed any of the buttons before getting on here because we just now plugged in the controller, so this is the first one we're going to.
Okay.
Now, the story behind this place, I did make stories to both the builds I'm showing off today. You can see, like, the shadow of the other one back there.
I do apologize if I start moving around weird. I've got a microphone that's, like, right here.
Yeah, the shaft is right there.
The phallic-like object with the screen over the top of it is right there in our faces, so it's actually in front of the screen, so I'm having to move around to see the screen. But it's the only way because I don't know if you noticed during the last one there was some clipping on the end of some of the words, so I'm trying to make sure it could pick up both of us, so it's kind of in my way a little bit. But we're going to work with it. Okay,
Hi, Valentine.
Sorry.
Well, this area right here is a couple lives here. They're both retired Minutemen. And I kind of told you the beginning story as to what time period we're in when I did this.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the entire storyline is her character, Psycho Mistress, before she became Psycho Mistress, went down to Vault 88. I believe that's actually the name of it. It's either Vault 88 or 81, one of the two. The one that you find the ghoul lady in. Okay? And down in that vault, there was like this hidden area where there were cryopods. Nobody knew they were down there. Just Nora, when looking through the area, stumbled upon them. And only one cryopod was left. My character's. So that's what time period we're in after that character has come here. She's turned into Psycho Mistress and all this other stuff. So that's what time period we're in. That would explain why these two are retired Minutemen. Their area. They're kind of like blocked off from everybody else. They still end up coming in here, but yeah. Cool plants.
I do like that. I like that a lot.
And all their crops are just strode out all over here. And here, I'm so glad the audio isn't on for us, but it's gonna be loud for you guys. These are all on. Box down here. The actual house.
Why are those showing up out of build mode?
I don't know. But yeah, there are some little lean things off in here. I don't know why they're showing up out of build mode. Can I look at?
That is weird.
I don't know either.
Alright, that's part of the Invisible Mats mod. It gives you extra commands to get people to interact with the stuff. But normally whenever you place them in build mode you can see them, but after you get out of build mode you can't see them. I don't know why you can see them now.
Maybe it's just from the transfer, like, because we did have to, like, redo the place everywhere mod and everything.
Maybe they changed it to where you actually have to place it just below the surface or something.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a possibility. I have no ideas.
But this is actually a guest bedroom right here, just tucked into the corner. Because I had nothing to do with this corner. So I just shoved a guest bedroom underneath there, and it's just like, okay.
Cool.
Stuff, possibly a bag from when they were on their travels or something like that. Some suitcases, and there are like some guard stations up here because they still do guard. Like they guard Sanctuary, but they aren't like active Minutemen. They don't go out with everybody else. They hear, they help with paperwork. They repurpose an old.
There you go. That's the way to use it. That paperwork is
Those
extra.
sloths, by the way, are everywhere.
They're so cute.
Yes, they are. But yeah, they kind of help Tigress, which is the name of my character. They kind of help Tigress out with all the paperwork and stuff like that. Since they're retired Minutemen, they kind of know how everything works.
The sloths help you with the paperwork?
No, not the sloth. The people who work in
But it'd be so cute while they were helping you with the paperwork. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
the retired Minutemen.
Okay. Look at that face. I want to help with the paperwork.
This place isn't as, like, cluttered as many of the other areas I'm going to be doing later, because it's just I didn't like want to do all the little cluttering bits and pieces and stuff like that because this dude kept getting in my way. I got fed up and stopped doing it. And here's the secondary build. This is basically a mini version of the giant castle you get later on.
The mini version?
Yes, the mini version. Why are you running at me, Valentine?
He's so excited.
But all of these trees and everything, I had to actually put these in here. Because I got rid of most of the trees over here when I was trying to figure out what to do with this area over here. So I ended up just sticking some trees over there. And there is a ton of vines on this thing. I tried to make it look like it was here.
Yeah, that makes it look like it was actually built here and has been here for a while.
Yeah, that's what I tried to make it look like. Look at the vines. Those actually drip down into the building.
Do it for the vine! Sorry.
Excuse her, she's been watching Jacksepticeye today. So she's a little spastic.
And caffeine.
Yeah,
reasons.
lots of caffeine. But there's tons of vines all over here. There's not any like on the back portion of the build because
I do like the fact that you spread it to the trees to make it feel more like it belongs in this spot.
I even put like a little walkway like it's buried halfway in here.
I love those rocks. Stare at the rock for just like a second. I love those rocks.
I figured I had to stick one in here, but I also have pathways like buried in here. I also have like the little flower ones, like you find them out in the wasteland. Like there was actually plants here at one point, but they've turned into like the flower versions instead of actually producing stuff. Back up out of here. There's these little planters up here. These took forever to figure out how to stick up in here. And planters. That's what I figured out what to do with those.
Love that. I love that.
And the vines are coming down into it.
Right. I love that look.
I made it look like the pieces of the building hadn't quite survived. So it had fallen in, so they just cut it out and just put a planter there instead.
It's a nice safe place to put your plants.
Basically, all the food that you'll see in the kitchen that's over there came from these two little gardens. But this, as I said before, is a mini version of the castle. Basically, Tigress moved into this building. It was run down. She had to fix, like, the reason for all the mold and everything is because the building was highly run down when she got it. So, but she moved in and she repurposed it. She had some help from the people who were already living here. And she turned it into basically a safe haven for people whose settlements get hit by raiders and things of that nature.
Right.
She tried to turn it into a safe haven, hence the reason there's a giant bedroom area back there. There's a meeting room for, like, any generals or privates or anything that gotta come down here and, like, handle business. That's what that's there for. But this is for the people who actually come here running from the raiders. Now, she does have actually a private kitchen upstairs, like she has her own, but she'll come down here and like cook meals for the people who are here. There's their table. This is their sign-in desk because she wants to keep tabs on where everybody's at in case the settlement is like, hey, we're missing somebody.
We're missing somebody. We're looking for such and such that disappeared from wherever.
So they keep records of all the people who come into here just in case, hey, this person went missing. Oh, they're here.
Well, that's a good idea. After, like, tropical storms or something that tear up a region, it's good to have a spot where people can, you know, leave their name or something, so if a relative's looking for them, people can come to that location. It's like, hey, I can't find such and such. Are they alive? Well, that person passed by here a week ago, so they're alive, or at least they were a week ago.
And then this is their living area. Of course, you know me, I have to consider the kids who may come up in here. I'm actually going to be building an orphanage very soon. That's going to go in that other blank spot that's over on the other section. This is the little area. This is the desk for them to like fill in a radio in case we have somebody here and their family's back at their settlement to kind of like radio in and like, hey, I'm here. We're looking for such and such. They haven't come by here yet, but we're going to stick around for a few more weeks and stuff like that. There, this is like a safe keeping area. Like, only Tigress has the key to the safe, but it's here for people who want to like put it in the stuff to do it. And this is the one bathroom in the entire place. Shoved it beneath the stairs.
If you gotta go.
But it kind of branches off onto both sides. Flipping through the table. Just barely. You're just barely clipping through the table.
He's sucking it in so he can fit that chair, right? Just like it is.
And then this person records everything that's going on in these meetings. Like, this is set up currently for a meeting that may be going on. And then we have the little fireplace. And this is like the little common area over here. Sea full of Tigress. I love that area. Oh, excuse me if I turn around really fast. There we go. Now this is kind of like a small shrine to like the Minutemen right here. Little baby flag, you see it?
Aww. The remembrance area.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like they like leave little things, like it could be a pack of ammo that person had on them or whatever, but these are people who have lost their lives in the line of duty.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll like leave little things up on the shelf.
What is the fire in the background going on?
I don't know what's going on up there. Whoa! No, it's the vertibird.
The Brotherhood of Steel are going a little serious over there in that corner.
A little bit, but this is where Tigress personally lives. She has her own little kitchen. She will invite like people up here to like conversate about things and have dinner with her and stuff. She has her own little.
I use like conversate oddly. Conversate?
I couldn't figure out a word to say.
Okay,
Couldn't
I just
figure out
thought
a
that's
word.
where she was working on her affinities.
No. No, that's not it.
Okay.
This is where she'll have meetings with higher ups. Like one-on-one meetings with like other generals and things of that nature. This is where she'll have meetings with them. That's her personal desk. Like, it is cluttered to heck and back. Yes, Preston, I see you. You see the little arrow bumping around down there?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she does go out on, like, Minutemen missions herself. So that's the reason she has a giant bag up there. Sloth, and these are, like, extra bedding pieces. Fire. This is actually the therapy corner. You know me, how I always, like, stick an area for, like, therapy and stuff like that. Well, Tigress, she's kind of, like, taking care of all the people who are running here from raider attacks. You do need somebody who's there for them. Like, they're obviously going through stress. And, like, maybe they saw something that they didn't want to see or something like that.
Right.
So that's what this area is for. Set up for even children. Stuff like that.
Right.
And then we have the area upstairs. This is actually where Preston's assigned. I don't know why he can't get up here, but where Preston's assigned. It's a bunch of guard stations shoved up here. Like, this is meant to be highly protected. So there's
a good location for it.
Overlook most of it. Like, there's even ones in the back. There's also a bunch of little glowing Nuka-Colas over here. I thought they would be a nice touch. No matter what I did, I couldn't stick a light over here where it didn't blend through to the ground. Ow. Just ran my elbow into that. Ran my elbow into the desk. I'm intelligent. Anyway.
I can move. I can body.
I can human, I swear.
I can human. I can word.
But I tried like 4 different types of lights, sticking them up here. And each one of them bled through to the floor below. So I couldn't stick any lights up here. Like, you can even see the lights that are bleeding through right here. That's not a candle or anything that's just chilling right there. Nope, that's the lights from the bottom floor.
Is there a way to actually get over there? Over to the left.
Over here?
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay.
Just step off the stairs.
Alright.
I actually didn't know that would work.
No drinking on the job or you will not be able to get in here, or if you can get in there, you will not be able to get out.
Yeah.
Faceplant.
But this is the giant guard area up at top. And I was thinking about, like, right here where this area is just, like, empty, or right over here where it's empty. like sticking some sleeping areas for the guards, but I'm not so sure about that. Thing is, this area is kind of open to fire. You can see a little glitching bits and pieces down there. I don't know why these pieces fit together like that, but this actually comes from the Homemaker pack. All these building materials. I went through them and it had concrete walls, and then I looked through them and I saw, ooh, those are castle-like walls.
Yeah, they snap together a little bit oddly, but I think it's so that you can try and change the structure a whole lot more by giving you so many different snap points and some lay over each other, kind of weird. Plays okay. It looks good. I like it.
I can tell you the vines are the biggest pain in the butt. The ones that are hanging down off the ceiling.
Oh, and just as a tip on, is that the SOE or is that the it's the SSEX, the Settlement Supplies Expanded. I think it's those where you can get the vines and stuff like that. Do not place your vines unless you are absolutely sure that's where you want your vine to go, because normally you cannot pick those things back up. No, it's Northland Diggers, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Northland Diggers. Half those vines cannot be picked back up after you place them, so you have to be very, very sure of where you're placing them.
Some of them can, but they have weird pickup points. Like these is right in the dead center, so I'm sitting here hanging off the building trying to pick these suckers up and move them.
The leafy vines, yeah, those ones over there, I have not ever been able to pick one of those back up after I placed it.
I couldn't figure out how to pick them up either. These were a pain. Like, I had to sit here and fidget with them for like forever to try and pick them back up.
And those, when you turn them around, there's no graphic on the other side. They're invisible on the other side, so it makes it hard to place if you're coming from a different angle. So keep that in mind should you decide to use the Northland Diggers mod, which is an excellent mod, by the way.
It is. It's an awesome mod. You can see the little Minuteman flags I stuck up in here. I wanted to stick more up, but some of the windows you can't stick them up in because, well, for one, that one's the kitchen area. And I use like the full kitchens. The same one I use down here. And I can't remember which mod it was, but each one of them, it has like each one of the color variants. And this is actually the
do-it-yourself fridge. Which I do love those. Those are awesome.
I like just sitting here opening and closing doors. It entertains me forever.
Alright, is there anything else you were wanting to show?
Currently.
Alright, so that is her build at Sanctuary so far. There is stuff on the survival mode coming up soon, but I have recently seen a movie that I want to... No, I take that back. I need to do the build for. And when I do the build, which it probably won't take me very long to build it, I would like to do a movie review, which will be the first one we've done, over a video we've seen recently.
We went to the movie theater, what was it, yesterday or the day
yes,
before?
Yes, but shh on the movie.
I'm not telling you the movie, but
don't tell them the movie!
It was awesome. She about cried.
No, I teared up. I teared up at one point. And when we talk about the movie, I don't want to do any spoilers on movies, but it's like we'll show the build because it's something that happens earlier in the movie, and you'll probably see it during commercials. But at a certain point, I'm going to warn you, there's going to be spoilers, and then we're going to get into the meat of the movie and talk about it. So look for that upcoming. I'm actually planning on working on it as soon as we get done recording this. So yes, I'll be borrowing Tigress's stuff because I want to be able to build it, and it's going to take a lot. That's not a survival build. It's just not. It's going to be a mega build. But that is it today. Did you have anything else to say?
Besides the fact that I am planning like a full build throughout this area, like this entire circle, including that house right there, is going to be like part of one giant build. Basically, it's supposed to be part of the storyline that I'm working on. All of this is.
So this is the bits and pieces of the mega build upcoming.
And because I'm going to finish each piece one by one, or else this is going to take forever.
So you do it the responsible way, other than, like running around and just throwing things out like I do.
Oh no, I still do that from time to time. But I only do that when I'm actually working on like one specific piece. It'd be like, oh, this desk would look cool here, just slam it down the middle of the floor and wait for me to get to that section. I did that a lot while playing with this one.
Gotcha.
Like, I knew I wanted these pieces somewhere, but I didn't know where I wanted to put them. So I eventually just got to this. That vertibird coming over here. It better not. I will shoot you down.
They were gonna stand there and fuss at it. I think there are raiders over there in that area, if I'm not mistaken. That's probably what they're after.
Light my gun.
Yeah.
Takes up over half my screen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you lovely people next time. Would you care to sign off?
Well, guys, I hope you've had a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and a wonderful 5 o'clock somewhere. Bye-bye.
Stay shiny. Start recording. Start recording. Oh my god, I'm gonna explode.
I'll use my elbow for that. Use your own.
Right.
Ayo!
We need an extra light.
That's gonna wash me out.
Honey, it's not washing you out, it's showing your color, which is clear. Jeez. Okay, let's see.
Can't help but a pale.
You can, but it would be painful.
Exactly.
It'd be nice if this thing would tighten up a little bit more, but I'm afraid to because it's like... Okay,
you just made him go soft.
I did. I ought to look into getting a professional microphone.
Hello. Ayo.
Just remember to
I gotta speak up.
Yeah, speak up.
Don't let me
I can't see because the shaft is in front of my face.
The shaft is in your face.
Yeah, I don't think I can actually get it to go up higher so I could see better. Do the intro.
Let's not die during the recording.
Yeah, let's not do that.